I have been rejetting the carbs recently, so that's all done now. The one last thing that I don't like is quite a lot of bangs and pops on the acceleration. So I figured that can be related to the exhaust not being sealed properly, and I made a special exhaust checking tool, which is soapy water, which I sprayed over all of the joints in the exhaust, and pretty much every single one was blowing some air. So I wonder how much of a difference it's gonna make. So I want first of all to make some space. I want to get rid of the plastic, so it's basically those 6 bolts here and the rack that needs to come off, and that will just come off easily and give me a bit more space there. So let me just take that off first. All the bolts are off, so that comes off easy like that. And now I have access to these bolts, so I can take the slip-ons first and then make my way back to the front. And so yeah, let's go for it. Now before I remove these mounting bolts, in my case these are slip-ons, so I have just the springs holding them here at the joint. So it's smart to take the springs off while it's still mounted, so it's all nice in place. And I have this great tool for it. I think I got it with some, like, I don't know, maybe those shelves I was getting or something. Very random, but yeah, it works great. Yeah, there you go. Very easy, very good tool. Alright, let me get these off. Okay, this one's ready to go. Just put a marker here just to know how far they go in, because I'll be just using a gasket maker, like a sealant for exhaust, so I don't want to overdo it. But here you can even see like a fresh stuff coming out of it, so it's definitely leaking there. Yeah, it's so easy to do it with one hand, but anyway, that's the mark, and you can see how it's like blowing through it. That's the surface of the pipe, and the inside looks like that. So I'm just going to use the sealant and try to make it as good as possible, but probably it will never be perfect because it's just a slip-on, so it just slides on, and there's no like flanges or bolts to hold it in place. So yeah, just do it with the sealant and hope for the best. Let me do the same on the other side. Okay, the other one is off. That was even more loose than the other. You can like very easily turn it around. So now moving forward, another joint here. So again, I'm gonna undo those springs first while it's still on it. And yeah, then I'll take these to take those small bits off, and then I'll get to that joint, and the rest was okay. So that's as far as I'm going. So yeah, let's get the springs off and the tiny bits off first. Okay, so I got these off, and now I see that this joint moves very freely, which yeah, I'm not sure if that's not how it's supposed to be, because I know it's like a knuckle joint, one going over the other. They're both round, so I'm gonna undo this and take it off and inspect it. Or maybe it should be like that, but it doesn't seem like that would seal well, right, when it's moving like that. So let's take it out and have a look. Right, so that's how this joint looks. So rounded bit here, rounded here, and goes over like that, and yeah, has some flexibility. But still, I think once it's in position, it should be just sealed rather than just be able to move around. So we'll see what we can do with it. Now I'll try to split that. Okay, so these are all my exhaust parts lined up. So now time for cleaning, and then I'm going to use that high temperature exhaust gasket maker to put all around all of the joints and put it back together, and we'll see what difference it's gonna make. Okay, so I've cleaned everything around here on the bike side. The clamp underneath was a bit loose, so tighten it. And now cleaned all the mating surfaces, so all these guys are clean. So now I'm gonna start putting that paste on in a second, and try to slowly fit it nicely and snugly in. So of course it's going to be a bit tricky to put it all together nicely, because you need to put that sealant on, put it kind of together, but then align everything. So I'm just going to start here on camera with these tiny bits, because I want to put that together and then put it in as one piece. So I'm not going to put too much of it, at least here, because this seems to be a very tight fit, so I don't want it to just like form a big seal around here and just be pushed back. So I'm gonna just do a very thin layer of it around. Just making sure everything is covered like that. Same thing on the other. Roughly put that in together. I think I'm gonna put it all the way in just yet. Okay. Oh well, I can still turn it inside. Okay. And now I think I'm gonna put a bit more in here, because that is moving inside, and same on the other end. So let me do that off camera. I'll show you what I got. Okay, so that's sitting there nicely. So now I'm gonna do the same with the paste on the slip-ons in here, and then I can still wiggle it to adjust the angle if I have to. Okay, all put back together. A little bit of overlap, and I try to make a little lip over it, but that's gonna be covered with the plastic. And that, I think I can live with that. And yeah, I'll let you know if it's gonna help with the popping and binding. Let's see, but don't think it made huge difference. What? No, it made a difference. Usually it will be bam 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 bam. So it's definitely better.